Sometimes you just got to be quiet. You just got to stop talking. Don't try to validate your feelings. Don't try to explain yourself. Just be quiet. Because the worst thing you could do is try to explain yourself to someone who has already put in their head how you're supposed to feel and their reaction. So don't even waste your time.
Silence isn't weakness, it's power, it's confidence, it's knowing your worth without the need to explain or prove it to anyone. Welcome to Pretty Girl Rich Era, where we embrace the art of self-respect, growth, and leveling up. In today's video, we're diving into the power of choosing silence. Because not every battle needs your voice, and not every question deserves an answer. Let's explore the strength of saying less, the elegance of staying unbothered, and the ultimate flex, knowing your worth without seeking validation. Ready to level up? Let's get into it.
Once you realize the power of your silence, that is when you become a very dangerous person. When you stop giving people a reaction, you stop responding, you stop engaging, you actually just start disengaging for real. You just disappear. Oh my gosh, you're gonna start irritating a lot of spirit. People love attention, and when you take that attention away from them, they get very upset. That's why nowadays I don't really argue with people, because I realize you don't have to. I couldn't even tell you the last time I got into an argument with somebody, because I really just be chilling. I'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, it is what it is. Instead of getting all bent out of shape and trying to prove a point to somebody and prove this, that, and the third, prove nothing. Absolutely nada, nothing. Some of y'all like to be motor mouths and you going back and forth. No. Stop it. We're done doing that. Instead, start telling people you like it, I love it, stand on your decision, wish them the best, and you just fall off the face of the planet. They cannot hear from you. They don't hear from you. You shut it down. Access denied. It's over. Never underestimate the power of who you are as a person, because if somebody cannot understand your value in your presence, then they're going to have to try to figure it out in your absence forever.
Leave them silently. Let your actions be the voice they'll remember. Ladies, gentlemen, there's a time in your life when you have to make a choice. Not a loud, dramatic choice, but a silent, powerful one. A choice to walk away, to leave behind the people, the places, and the situations that are no longer aligned with where you're headed. You see, silence speaks louder than words. It's not about telling everyone what you're doing. It's about showing them by doing it. Sometimes the best way to rise is to leave quietly, gracefully, without explanation.
I'm just gonna say this. When somebody do something you don't like, your best response is nothing. People are expecting a reaction out of you, which is why they do the things that they do. Because if you do nothing and you control your emotions, that's going to piss them off. That's equivalent to pissing somebody off with kindness. People don't like when people don't have no reaction. Not everything deserves a reaction, and that's something that I also had to learn. Sometimes the best thing you could do in a situation is be mute. Oh, say, oh, okay. I understand. Got it. You don't got to type these long paragraphs to get your point across. You can get your point across with one word. Okay. We have to stop giving energy to people that don't deserve it. Next time you and that man get into it, just say, okay. I promise he gonna be wondering what happened. And gonna be questioning the fact why you not upset. Once you learn to take control over your emotions, I promise you ain't gonna have no problems.
How do you respond to disrespect?
A lot of silence. So often, if you just wait 10 seconds, you're gonna add distance between what they said and how you're going to respond. They're saying this to get something out of you, because in that moment, they're feeling something, whether it's a fear, an insecurity, whatever it is. You're not going to deliver on that same plane that they are. So if somebody says something disrespectful, you give enough silence to make sure that it's a little awkward. And then you're going to say something to the effect of, that's below my standard for a response. All of a sudden, you're now making it clear that what you just said was beneath me. And I don't respond to things that are beneath me in that way.
Stop explaining, stop arguing, stop going back and forth, stop giving people grand theses, stop trying to justify yourself, zip it up. Like, y'all not tired of going back and forth with people about what you deserve and why they should be doing this and why you deserve that? Like, y'all not tired of just motor mouthing away? Like, there's just so much power in not responding. I promise y'all, I don't argue with people no more. I literally just be like, oh, okay, You like it, I love it, adios, and I'm gone. Like, I think we be forgetting that no response is a response. It's actually a very powerful response. And even when I was younger, I used to feel like I needed to prove a point to people and be the last one to say this. I feel like I need to be the last one to say nothing, because I'll just head about it here real quick. You cannot control nobody in this world but yourself. So focus on yourself. Focus on your actions, because really, that's the only thing you can control. People are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So instead of like getting a migraine and working yourself up and throwing a hissy fit and having a mental breakdown, let people do what they're going to do. You observe what people do and you move accordingly. And I'm not saying don't have a healthy line of communication with people. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that we be giving people too many times the benefit of the doubt that they don't even deserve. People be knowing what they doing. Like, you can sit around here like, but what a fool, and they didn't know, they knew, they just didn't care. Once you realize that people don't care, that's when you can take the steps to be like, okay, bet, this is how you moving, well, I'm a hop, skipping, jump over here, because this is how I'm moving now.
You will never become all that God called you to become until you can take what people are doing to you in silence. You probably could get further if you would close your mouth, but because you open your mouth too much, now it takes a lot to remain silent. It takes a lot to look your enemy in the face and not talk. It takes a lot to look at your enemies while they got the goods on you, and you sit there with your mouth closed. But I promise you, God will respond for you, because he said vengeance is whose. You don't give God the time to have the vengeance because you're so big seeking revenge for yourself. But you will have to have been in a power battle to understand that it's better to be quiet.
Start letting people fumble you. Start letting people miss out on the greatness that is you. Let people feel your absence. Let people miss out on you. Let them stand on the decisions and the choices that they have made, and let it be their business. Like, certain things don't need to be explained. You shouldn't have to do some big backflip, cartwheel, grand performance in order to get somebody to see your worth and your value. No, 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 no. If it takes you leaving somebody's life in order for them to recognize your worth and your value, I mean, why would you want them here to begin with? Like, we be putting people on pedestals that they don't even deserve. Like, why are they there? What did they do to even be up here, and you put yourself all the way down here? Make it make sense. I think one of our greatest gifts is to have the power to just like walk away. Move yourself from places where you're not valued, or you're not wanted, where you feel like your presence has not been earned. That's why I think it's so important to move with like pure and genuine intentions, because when you do your part and you tried your best, you can move on with no regrets. You're not out here overthinking or wondering or what ifs or what it could have been. Nah, you did what you had to do. I just think this is tied into like self-confidence and self-worth. Like, when you are really locked in with yourself and you know who you are as a person, people leaving not gonna really trip you up that much, because you gonna know when somebody leaves, they always get replaced with what? Better. So when people want to act up, do too much, forget themselves real quick, send them to the door and send them on their way. Not every loss is a loss. Not every rejection is something bad. Like, you really got to shift your mindset to just start seeing the bigger picture, trusting that everything is working in your favor. And if somebody fumbles you, that means they just letting somebody better pick you back up. Okay.
Silence speaks volumes and your worth is undeniable. Remember, you don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Your glow will do the talking. If you're really ready to take that next step into your transformation to the next level, don't forget to grab your 30-day Glow Up Journal Planner. It's the ultimate guide to help you stay focused, elevate your mind, and step into your best self. Comment below and tell us how you're embracing silence and owning your worth. Subscribe to join the Pretty Girl Rich Era community and never miss a video that inspires your glow up journey. Until next time, keep glowing and growing.